to the Buy Box Bandits podcast.
Welcome back to the Buy Box Bandits podcast. Today, for the first time ever, we have repeat guests. So we have Taylor Jones and Roma the Roamer here, who we've actually both had on our previous episodes with them. Are kind of more tactical stuff, their stories, and all that. So those are linked in the description if you guys want to check those out after. But kind of just excited to chop it up and kind of get into maybe some more advanced stuff, some banter, and all that. Tell us a little bit about the event you guys just had the past weekend.
Miami Sellers Conference. Avery, tell us about it.
It was awesome. We had 100 people show up, a lot of good Amazon sellers, 15 high quality speakers. We went from 10 o'clock in the morning till 7 o'clock at night. Had an after party. I was there till 3:30. Taylor passed out at 12:30.
No, 2. I got too drunk.
I don't think he
two.
made it to 2. I think maybe 1:30. And he was like on the ground at 12:30. So
Quite possibly one of the biggest Amazon seller conferences in America, I would assume.
It's going to keep getting bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was good. I think it was a long day, like people were starting to get tired, I think like after like 5, but we got a lot of good feedback from people. So
The content, if you don't follow us, start following us, because I'm gonna be rolling out so much content from the event. It's like super high quality camera. Last year we tried to document it, but the lighting was just so bad we never even repurposed.
Oh, in that room, true. Yeah, because it backed up to the light. Yeah.
So this year it's gonna be good.
yeah.
What was some of the feedback that you received from people who went?
People loved it. Everybody loved it. They were like, this is way more professional than we thought. We didn't know.
I know. I think, well, I think people like see us on social media, like doing stupid stuff or whatever. And they're like, oh, like, well, okay, well, we'll try it out. And then, but we actually planned it. It was a lot of planning, and I think it was a lot of new sellers. Like
Scott Needham was super impressed. I gave you a shout out, Garrett, because you're how I found out about him. And then I interviewed him for 30 minutes on stage. But overall it was good. Tony Robbins style, jumping around like
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So no, it was good. I think it was actually a lot of online arbitrage sellers. I think like over 40% of
It was
the
a
audience
good balance this year.
was online arbitrage. And what shocked us was that 95% of the people that were there didn't go last year. It was like brand new people.
Yeah, we only like 3 or 4 repeats, but this year a lot of people said they are coming next year. So I think we're getting like our core audience that's going to come every year. A lot of the unemployment club coming.
Oh,
through.
that's beautiful, man. That's the thing, because I left all my Instagram group chats. I didn't know all those dudes were going, but like Seth, Kevin, Tyler, John, Billy, obviously shout out to Billy. I'm sure I'm missing some as well, but Ryan Supplying, all those dudes.
Booksellers this year, a lot more booksellers. We had almost an 8-figure bookseller. Found out he's not quite an 8-figure bookseller, but like
That David or a dude?
5 or 6. Michael.
Dude,
Yeah, Franklin. So he was there. I was surprised he showed up. David was there, obviously. Powerful booksellers, savages. Introduced.
Yeah.
them as-
And it's just so tough to find people to talk about this stuff with. It's pretty much impossible in real life, and all that. But this is one way, and even just like listening to us on here, I think is pretty valuable. But I was talking to Billy about what he says, and he was like, "There's not a ton of new stuff you can necessarily pick up. More is as it's just positive reinforcement and really putting kind of like substance to
like
all
it's
these
like
people you see online."
emotional belief. And that's not like in the bullshit sense of believe in yourself. It's in the sense that you see a fucking 18-year-old kid doing like $300K a month, and you're like, wait, what?
Yeah. And even for the people that like have thought about starting Amazon and are doing it, like we had Morgan, one of our new speakers, Cajun Ventures. She was a broke waitress at 26, and then now she's done over 5 million and is selling hundreds of thousands in digital products, teaching other people. So yeah, I think it was less tactical. Like, it's not like Amazon got up there, we got up there, we're walking people through like the step-by-step
Just
selling.
a little bit. Scott Needham talked about advanced repricing.
Yeah. I gotta learn about that.
Yeah, no, that was a good talk. I feel like his talk was the only tactical Amazon one other than.
Yeah. Ours is, I guess, philosophical. and then
But that's
Trevin.
the stuff people need. You know what I mean? Like if you believe it can happen, you'll figure out the tactical stuff on your own, and you'll figure it out by meeting other people in like in friend groups and stuff. Cause you need to do that stuff. Like there's no way around it. You know what I mean? But it starts with the belief that it's possible and getting proof of concept as quick as possible.
Yep. We had a lot of Q&A on the panels, which was good.
Yeah.
That was a little bit more.
How were the hot seats? Did you do those
One
again?
hot seat. So one guy paid us $250 and we kicked everyone else out of the room because it was booksellers. So everybody kind of wanted to network towards the end. So we had like 30 people in the room just watching this one guy get drilled by Caleb. And
Was Caleb hitting him with like, what's your ASP? What's this?
yeah, Caleb was going hard on him. And he already had like a list. He filled out a survey before. So
yeah, that's cool. So it's really valuable for him. Yeah.
He got so much value out of it. Like it was definitely worth his $250.
Who was it? Anyone was he on social media?
Ark was his name.
I don't think.
He's not on social media, but he's a full-time bookseller. He's putting like 50 hours of work in a week doing bulk. And so I feel like it was a perfect time.
That's tough. How was the social media panel? Who all was on that?
Dude, that was one of my favorite parts.
That was
honestly.
my favorite.
Yeah,
panel.
the panels were really good because they're much more engaging and like than 15-20 minute talk. It's like live.
Absolutely.
Everybody glued in
Yeah.
on the social media panel. I was so surprised. I've done social media in the past, even in Costa Rica. We did a little bit of social media and like the people that were interested, and the people that weren't were like, whatever. But here it's like every single person was tuned in.
Yeah.
We had Steve, we had Cajun Ventures, we had me and Taylor and Carter Maxwell, and I think we had Seth.
Oh yeah, Seth came up. You invited Seth. Checkmate.
Checkmate. Yeah, he's working hard on that stuff. Yeah. And his business blew up too, dude. Oh my gosh.
We were in Colorado, like literally a month and a half ago. We were both at 40K and I'm at 58 for this last month. And now he's at like 95.
90,
I'm like,
yeah.
shit.
Killing it.
So
What categories does he do?
I have no idea.
I mean, I know OA and that's what I do. So OA's always great. Because you can
I would assume it's like
plug stuff
clothing,
in
shoes,
so
apparel,
quick.
stuff like that.
Yeah. So quick.
Yeah, we better have you guys there next year, 2023.
Dude, don't make it 2 weeks before taxes are due. And we were talking about that though. January or February is the ideal time.
Let us know in the comments, guys.
Because it can't be during Q4 and it can't be during summer because Miami in summer would be too hot. Right.
Yeah. No,
and
good
then
point.
January or February would be perfect. Yeah.
So basically, when you guys go to schedule it next year, you'll just have to check with Miles and fulfill every single.
No. I mean, I think that was very logical.
Miles, is good for you.
Yeah. It's very.
What was the? Did you have it catered? What was the lunch situation like?
Oh my gosh, we had a little bit of a hiccup there. It was all pizza.
Nobody noticed, but Taylor didn't even notice. But our assistants, who were volunteers, great assistants.
Well, we got it sponsored, so half of lunch was free. So we're
about a quarter of lunch was free. And so they picked up the pizza like vertically. So imagine a pizza box vertically, and all of it just got shrunk up. And I was
It's
just
still
like,
good though.
having a heart attack. I was like, "There's no way." I said, "Trash half the pizza." I said, "I didn't even know what we were gonna do." Like, I was freaking out. But then they magically had surgery on the pizza and put it back into place, and it was good. No, nobody really noticed. Nobody said anything.
No, they were on we were doing the panels, so it worked out. But
Yeah, that maybe that only happened like.
That's the kind of thing that you think people care about a lot, and I feel like they just don't care about it a lot. Or that might just be me,
Well, I had a nightmare that Domino's catered our event.
Oh, I would have a nightmare about that too.
This was like a nice pizza place. It was like 4.5 stars in
Yeah.
Miami, and we had pasta too. But I had a nightmare that last minute we had to order Domino's, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is gonna come true." We're gonna have to order.
That's one of the things that we need to do better job of next year is like there's so many other businesses, softwares, prep centers that like we want to work with that like probably several people there could need a prep center, need new software. So we're gonna reach out, start building more relationships with people, have more of the costs covered, and then let them come in, promote their services. That's our plan. So,
And that
Yeah.
makes sense.
That venue was really nice.
wasn't bad. It was.
Yeah,
we
beautiful.
Where
You guys-
was it on Miami Beach this time? Or where was it?
North Miami Beach.
Oh, so
Would you guys
kind of
go
where it
there
was
again,
last
or
time.
are you gonna look for somewhere
A
else?
little bit, yeah, a little south of Sunny
Oh.
Isles, I think.
Oh
right?
yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
The South. But
Mhm.
no, nice area, nice area.
Okay,
So-
and let's talk about the marketing strategy behind the event. So let's talk through
Basically,
that.
similar to the year before, where we just get so many speakers who have an Amazon presence, and they were naturally going to promote a little bit. We did have some retargeting ads this year, which the campaign says
Miami
we had
2021. I know you weren't there because you didn't book your ticket yet. Because I didn't see you at. I don't know why. It was hammering me. It was hammering me. That was a
Yeah,
good
I
ad. though.
saw like 8 different
we
times.
had one
like,
ad
I
for like a
kept
long
seeing
time,
it.
and then we finally made like 10 other ads.
Yeah, when I was in Belize, Avery texted me. He's like, "Hey, could you shoot some ads?" And I shot 4, and I'm like, "Are any of these good?"
The
Like,
one
are
was
any-
good. That was awesome. I think.
Our ROAS is like 30x on ads.
So we actually
Man.
got sales.
A lot.
Yeah,
wow.
definitely. Yeah. Because it's the reinforcement, that you can control.
Yeah.
All right,
People are like,
tell us about the Costa Rica thing too, because you had a
yeah. Okay, that was a lot of fun. I think so when I left Miami beginning of the year, I wanted to travel more. And then I was like, yo, like I love to travel. Why can't I make some money on this? So I pulled my story November of last year, like, yo, would anyone be interested in doing a travel event? I think I had like 30 inquiries, but no, I couldn't close anybody. And then I closed a few people like in January. And then like once a few people knew that it was actually happening, like Tim signed up, and then Ben, Carter brought a friend, like everyone jumped in. I think I thought it was going to be way more business, like, masterminding every day, talking about Amazon,
Yeah.
but it actually turned into like, just like a party, like the whole time.
Is that
Like
surprising?
every
Probably
night,
not.
like we were going out. And I mean, we did have a day where like everyone got to share. Carter and Nathan. I don't know if you guys know Nathan, Carter's friend, who's doing like 6 figures a month in wholesale. Really smart.
I don't think
guy.
I do, but I
Dude,
definitely
really
want to.
smart
Yeah.
guy. He got to share. He has like 5 cars. The kid's 21, just killing it in wholesale.
Oh yeah, Tim was telling me about him. Yeah.
Dude, really smart guy, like really well spoken too. He was there. And then we had Cecilia and her group. But no, overall really good. I had a lot of fun. And we'll definitely be doing it again. I got like 20 people that are interested for the next one. So
Mhm.
All you need is like the first 2 or 3 people with some sort of Instagram presence or social media presence, and then they post about it, they tell their friends, then it's just a spot. You just need the first one.
dude,
I mean, I think everybody looked at our speaker lineup and they're like, holy shit. Like you have literally like the top 6 Amazon sellers, Scott Needham showing up. You have Amazon Lit. We had Watch Me Amazon for a while. Hopefully it'll show up next year. Then you have like the top booksellers in the game. You have literally like top 15 bookseller paying for his ticket, attending the event. You have, online arbitrage guys. You got like the weird 18-year-olds doing like 300K a month in fucking shoes. Like, it's just like, how can you not want to be in that room?
mhm.
That's my personal opinion. Like, I think that's why it sold so easily.
Yeah, and it's just getting to know the people you've been following, even like guests who know other guests that are going. Like it gives you a chance to
Yeah,
just
everybody had like
be
their
around.
favorite person that they showed up for. You got Trevin Peterson, private label, and then you have like the Caleb Ross fans. Like you have like everybody's there to see their people.
I showed up to see Miles and he wasn't there, so I was
Oh
sad.
man. Oh man.
We did talk about you not in the marketing, so
Facts. Yeah, facts. I did
Yeah,
the
we leveraged you and then you disappointed.
dude. Oh, all right. Well, just date wise, we'll make it work next year, or hopefully will, and all that. So, are you about to go back to Guatemala or Belize or wherever you were? Taylor's been in many places the last 3 months, and those are some of them. Costa Rica.
No, yeah. I will be returning to Costa Rica, but I don't know when. Probably May 1st. April, my Airbnb is booked for a month, so most likely beginning of May. But I think we might be going to Colombia. We got like 5 people that want to go chill in Colombia.
Medellin.
Medellin,
or Cali.
Bogota. Yeah, you guys
Alex
should
is
come.
getting married in Colombia.
Oh
the-
yeah.
PA boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next couple months he's getting married over there.
Yeah,
A couple people
I'm pretty
are
sure it's in the
going.
next couple months as well.
So we need to have like a candid Amazon seller conference in Medellin or something.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
Yeah.
Taylor, how's business? How's
The
your
house.
Yeah. Yo, Miles is grinding though. He's helping
Do you
people
wanna
make that.
travel when you're like
Huh?
60? Do you want to travel?
Yeah, I mean, maybe, I don't know. I liked it in the past.
It's like a big desire to. That's not like a big priority for you.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, if you could say, like, where did you want to be business wise in 10 years, a year ago, I would have said here. You know what I mean? So, like, that's why, like, I just don't want to mess with what I'm enjoying doing. I like the routine and all that, you know?
Dude, speaking on routine, it's definitely very powerful. You build momentum with your business. It's definitely difficult. Like I feel so exhausted and I've definitely set the time aside, but not enough. And
Well, you're growing either way. You got to get like traveling, all that, and you're growing business wise. Tell us about that.
yeah, the credit has been a game changer. Avery just got approved for a plum, and I'm like, dude, buy 10K of inventory. Like
I'm gonna get to OA.
it's dude, like why not? Like, but the past 2 years, I've been in business for 2 years and 4 months. The past 2 years, my sales were probably averaging like 20K, just like a line. And then I got my 3 MX cards. I got the gold, the platinum, and the plum. Now I'm just cranking inventory, and it's a game changer. So I'm really glad that I invested like 2K to a guy that did 3 coaching calls with me.
On credit.
On credit, I went from like a 570 to I'm at like a 740 now. So that was a game changer.
Oh,
and you're
yeah,
still sourcing minimally, if any?
No, I'm spending a decent amount.
no, with VAs though, or are
No,
you
like
doing the
time wise.
sourcing
Are you?
yourself?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
you're not doing the sourcing. You have a team doing it for you.
Honestly, no, I would say that it's a mix. Like I am definitely getting a fair amount of leads from my VAs. I have 3 full-time, but I'm also finding a lot of stuff myself because it's particular. Like there's a lot of stuff in the keeper graphs that it's like, you can see stuff that they don't,
Naturally,
So-
yeah.
Are
The
you-
grass is greener where you water. You'll always be the best person at sourcing, because you're the decision maker.
Yeah. So yeah, we got to get Avery. Avery is going to I think he was about to purchase a lead. I won't say what it was today, but did you buy him?
Yeah, so
You did?
no,
I love how he smiled. That was beautiful. How much Taylor's face lit up.
Dude, why not? Like, why not?
so during chlorine last year, I stocked everybody's store because I figured those are like the flippers. So I had everybody who did chlorine, and I had my team. I do this all the time in my business where I have my team like do a bunch of crazy shit. And I had them like look up all the products selling on Amazon versus like Walmart versus other websites. There's like still products that are profitable that were profitable then, which means they're very replenishable if they've stayed profitable that long. So I'm just going through them now and I'm like, Taylor, are these good? But I mean, going through your course, Miles, I went through the section where you and how the fuck do I always forget his name?
Warner. Yeah.
You and Warner are like talking about, I think Warner said his favorite technique, or it was your favorite technique, was to stock people's storefronts.
Yeah, because it's just proof of concept. They're selling stuff for a reason.
Yeah. And like I was just watching you guys did it, or listened to it rather. And I was like, oh, this makes sense.
Yeah, have the VAs go through it too. The sort, like the live sourcing.
That's what I had to do. And then like put all the products. And if I see like $39.99 on Walmart and like $100 on Amazon, I'm like, that's legit.
You got to find good stores though, too. Like I've had, you go through a shitty store and it's like 3 pages of garbage, so.
Well, and that's the thing. Like when you're looking in other people's stores, you can have a pretty good indication in terms of what sort of a seller they are within seconds, right?
Yeah.
Like you can identify if they're a wholesale seller, RA or OA within like the first page or 2. And
Yeah.
then it's just a matter of finding sellers, especially if you're looking for OA, that are selling similar products.
Yeah. And that's why I did the chlorine, because I figured everybody on that listing is like a hustler,
Mhm.
Yeah, dude, you know what you guys should do now that I'm thinking of this? Like Morgan, Cajun Ventures, and this is what I noticed about OA sellers is for every community, but more specifically, every seller has their own niche, their websites, their types of products, their categories, and they just get really good at that. And they know what to look for. And like this Morgan girl, who's done 5+ million in the past few years, she's doing discontinued items. And I didn't ever get the chance over the
At
weekend to ask her.
scale? OA?
Yeah.
Wow.
And
that's
I
crazy.
didn't get the chance to ask her of her strategy, but like I'm like, damn.
Oh, I
like,
asked her to be on podcast and she left me on red like twice, I think. I'm still there. The invite's still there. They know.
okay, I'm gonna connect you guys because I'm
Yeah,
curious.
I'd love
I
to hear
think
all
there's a
about
tremendous
that.
amount of value, and
That's
you guys could
incredible.
interview different types of sellers, like
Oh,
interview
yeah.
Jason about toys. I don't even do toys anymore, but yeah, that's what I think.
Toys will be good Q4. It's just tough right now because it's such a good, like, people, it's an attractive category because there's a lot of good volume and such, but it really is mostly Q4 unless you want to hold stuff. You know what I mean?
Well, Amazon, the fact of the matter is Amazon's on a majority of toy listings. And you just, I mean, obviously it's a losing battle trying to compete with Amazon. But I mean, I tell you what, there's enough opportunity in Q4 to make up for the entire year. Like absolutely without a doubt.
Well, let me ask you guys this. The listing we looked at today had 9,000 sales a month, but Amazon was on it. And how many sellers were there? Like 10?
There was 13
8.
sellers, but some of those were used.
Yeah, there's 8 new sellers or something. What do you guys think about that?
Well, are you profitable significantly below Amazon?
Well, the new price never drops that much below Amazon, according to Keepa.
Well, the buy box probably, but
Yeah,
that doesn't
You
mean
sell
it's
it for
just,
200, you buy it for 109 with shipping. It's about 117. So you're making like 37, 38.
Should we just-
Yeah,
should we
I
just-
mean, that's not crazy ROI. It's good, but it's not crazy. You know what I mean? So I'd probably just try and find something else because that's not a long-term strategy.
Yeah.
You know?
Gotcha. So what
Yeah, I mean-
ROI in the front end are you looking for? Pretty high, right? Because after
Oh, the
returns,
rank or what?
No, the ROI, the
Oh,
percent ROI.
anything above 25% is great, in my opinion.
Are
When
you-
you have scale though, when you have 10 grand in capital, like I wouldn't stray far under 30 if anything, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Miles, are you finding items with like 40, 50 and then the price is dropping, or are a lot of your products, would you say?
I
are
don't
landing?
I don't stray too much from like just what I do. During Q4, obviously stuff's way higher. Like something that's 25% right now is probably 40, then 45. But I mean, who knows, right? I've only still been at this a year, you know, like we kind of all figured this out like last March, or at least Garrett and I did, you know?
Yeah. I'm curious now. So like I didn't have any credit last Q4, and this Q4 I will, to where I'll be able to drop more money. What would you guys recommend in terms of like going deeper on certain items or making a strategy to like take full advantage of the opportunity of when sales are way
it's tough though. Like for if you have like, honestly, like people who can merchant fulfill during Q4 at a massive advantage because Q4 ends if you're only FBA like November 30th, or at least reliably, you know?
Let's
And
get
that's
a
why I'm
warehouse
big.
November, December. Let's just get a warehouse November,
our
December.
prep centers we use
Do
merchant
merchant.
fulfill.
Oh,
No, but like I'm talking like ordering stuff every day, get it in merchant, like balls to the wall. That's what I did at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm saying people who can do that are at a big advantage.
no, a
Well,
lot.
they list all of our shit within like 3 days. So I mean, it's
Even
pretty
then,
fun.
dude, like you can sell hundreds of an item in a day in Q4, like
Yeah.
a specific
I
ASIN,
told
even
them
if there's a
it's
lot of
within
other people
24
on it.
hours.
But
They-
with toys though, you have to have everything in stock before like November.
Exactly.
Because
Yeah.
Some of the
Or
stuff we
November
were focusing
15th.
on is
Yeah.
an arbitrage where Amazon's in stock 10 months out of the year and out of stock November,
That's not good for people that don't have huge bankrolls, though, to be honest.
No, I'm
I
saying,
wouldn't
but
even
so
worry
they're
about
asking,
that.
right? But like the way we find those is we are looking at the keeper graphs and we can see the past 2, 3, 4 Decembers. Amazon goes out of stock November, goes back in stock in January, and during that time, price
Yeah.
2 or 3 X's.
So
Right?
you go super deep, praying.
Oh,
that
No,
it
that
does.
no, like that's something only some people do, and you have to have a ton of money to do it because it's very hit or miss. I would just stick to your guns because if it's good in non Q4, it's great in Q4. Anything.
Yeah,
That's
I
the
mean,
way I think about it.
Yeah, I was curious. I'm excited. MX.
So tell us what you're doing right now, Taylor. So you're all OA to prep.
I'm 100% OA to prep. I got a prep center in Texas I'm using. They're doing 80 cents a unit. I'm their top client. So I was on the phone with them today. They treat me like a king.
Let's go.
they're doing OA,
And,
80 cents for OA products.
yeah. And then when I get to
Okay.
2,500 units, which a month, which I'm close to, they're going to drop it to 70 cents.
And that's awesome because the other prep center that we both use complained about prepping his OA items. It's so weird. Every prep center seems to be like good at different things.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
what-
I
yeah.
send them a shit ton of books and they prep them for like some of them 75 cents a unit, some of them $1. And he doesn't complain at all. He's like, this is amazing. Other prep centers, even Garrett was like, screw this. We don't want to deal with a bunch of one-off.
Very good.
And a lot of prep centers are like that. But it's just funny how he doesn't like Taylor's stuff as much. And he's like, I want to charge Taylor more. But then this other prep center would probably die if I sent them all my books. But they like the OA for some reason, you know?
What's
Yeah.
the sales tax in Texas?
Oh gosh, I don't even know.
You said like 7?
I think it's at least 7, but yeah, I don't know, honestly.
Oh, so so your prep fee is sales tax plus prep fee, obviously.
Yeah, I gotta do the
The
tax.
competing offer is going to be just prep fee and no sales tax.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Waste of, not a good idea? You think like tax-free prep center is like a must-have, or?
Well, if you could find a prep center with tax free, then you're only getting hit by one side. Whereas with the prep center, you're paying your sales tax, which is a variable cost, goes up with your buy cost, and then the prep fee.
Yeah.
Right. So at least with a no sales tax state, that prep fee is going to be fixed. No matter how much you spend on your items, if you're buying stuff for 100, well, your prep fee goes up with the cost. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Whereas if you find somewhere where it's $1.50, $1.
Yeah.
But you're not really going to find many. Oh, that's why I was surprised, is because you're not really going to find many OA prep centers that are going to charge you that low.
Yeah, seriously.
Because it comes in small boxes. Usually it's like 1, 5, 10 units, right? And then you have to debox, organize. It's more time intensive for OA stuff rather than wholesale. Comes in
Yeah.
a huge box or a pallet, turn it around, label it, send it out the door. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. But yeah, I'm 100% OA, and I don't plan on changing that at all. I'm open to wholesale. I'm going to be talking with Nathan later next week about that. I'm open to it, but for what my goals are, I think I can go 100 grand a month, definitely more with all OA. So
Yeah.
And
Now,
you're
the
just
stuff
pumping
you're
units.
finding, are you buying over and over and over again? Or are you just always finding kind of new stuff?
I would say that it's like a mix. Like I would say that there's probably definitely less than half of what I'm buying is replenishable. A lot of the stuff, it feels like it's opportunities there and then it's gone.
I look so much shorter than you right now.
I know, here, you want me
show
to
the
back up,
reality.
give you more confidence. Yeah. Avery's taller than me, guys. But yeah, always the way. And then obviously these events too, because they're fun. I like doing shit. So
Speaking of wholesale, I interviewed Scott Needham. It's gonna be a badass interview because the audio is fucking amazing. Like everything that goes into the mic was captured. All the hype music was captured super clean because it was all connected to the DJ booth. And then we have the camera.
yeah, this content, guys, is nasty. I kind of wish I could share my screen right now and show people, because this is like, ooh, yeah.
It's gonna be nice. But anyway, he said that he doesn't even get new distributors at this stage. All he focuses on is the current distributors he has, which is 600, pretty big list. Now, I bet there's 600 good distributors, and he just orders again and again from them at a 14% margin and 50 million plus annually. Like that's fucking insane, you know.
How big's his warehouse?
I don't know. I think he's got multiple.
It's massive, yo.
No, it's 100. I think he said 100,000 square feet. He's got like 102 employees, like 120.
So he might, damn. So he's buying stuff disgustingly cheap if he's at a 14% margin with 100 employees. That's incredible.
And so
Killing it. No, I didn't mean to say if. I mean being that, yeah, like he's killing it.
He's so big. I was on a call with him one day, and he opened up his storefront and went through his products.
That's crazy.
Because he's at such a scale where it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You're saying
Who knows
that's
the
good,
his-
Miles,
I mean,
or
his-
is it just low?
What's
saying
sorry?
it's good? You're saying that margin 14% is good?
Oh, that's incredible for that many employees, I would say. Yeah. So that just means your cost of goods has to be really, really
Was it
low.
14%? They took to 18%, I think. I think it's at 18% after he showed his repricing strategy and what he thinks everybody should do. It's actually a net gain if everybody takes his advice. He says price up during nighttime and another time, and then price aggressively during the hottest hours, which a lot of people.
Yes, you start up, then work your way down, and then go up again.
It gives the marketplace a chance to recover if everybody did that.
Yeah, because otherwise, if you're not getting any sales, let's say the potential buy box, you know, and you're always down at one penny, then everyone's a penny. But
Yeah. If everyone's repricers are programmed to go up, then at least the market.
it gives
Somehow
everyone the
recover.
opportunity to stop price warring, I guess, is what he said.
Yes.
That's That's also borderline price fixing, but it's no big deal.
Wait, no, it's not.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I was like, I mean, unless you got in a group chat with all the other sellers and be like, guys, hold 50.
That would be. There are things like that too. There are. Yeah. Unfortunately.
That's what I wanted to do with my lead list, because when I had the OnlyFans, I had like 30 people in there, and it was I saw everything I posted tanked, and I'm like, I don't even want to offer the service anymore because I know that it's not working.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough offering leads, the same leads that you're buying on or you're selling on.
It's almost like you need to make a policy where everyone has to agree to.
But I
your
think that's
pricing.
technically illegal.
That is price fixing, I would
As
assume.
a signed contract before you go in.
God.
What they don't know.
Tag Amazon
Can't
in the
hurt 'em.
comments.
Yeah,
But,
tag.
Yeah, no, wholesale is definitely cool. Do you guys? I mean, I know Garrett, you're doing more wholesale. Niles, do you see yourself getting
I
more into
just,
more?
probably eventually. I just love OA. I'm good at finding items. It works. The margins are great. Like, I have capital available. I just, ride it as long as it's great.
Yeah. Garrett,
Yeah,
how's
I
the
mean, with some of the
working out
stuff that we're on, it's just lightning in a bottle, the OA stuff, right? So it's just irresponsible to forget about that sort of stuff because it's
Yeah,
essentially just an autopilot. Just
Yeah.
repeat orders, quick to ship, and light, it's easy. Avery, how's restricted inventory doing?
It's doing good. We're getting lots of shipments. It's just rolling on the back end.
Do book Biz Blueprint students nicely integrate straight into restricted inventory?
What's important to realize, 80% of the people don't open the course. Those that do don't always see results. And then the small percent of people that do see results, yes, those people
80% of people don't even open the course.
Something like that. It's
That's crazy.
ridiculous.
I know
but that's like
not just
average.
statistic.
Quoting that from
Yeah,
Tony
across the-
Robbins. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is something similar to that for us. But yes, and they use whatever software I recommend. So we get a couple thousand in affiliate payouts from different softwares, which is why I'm creating my own software. But yeah, it's a pretty cool funnel. I teach people how to sell on Amazon. Everybody can give affiliate offers. Eventually I'll have my own software, which will in and of itself be a funnel, because when they scan restricted products, I will then reroute them to me. And then at the end of the funnel, it's restricted inventory. So they send me the inventory.
Yeah, and you've been working on that for like a
Didn't you launch the app?
Yeah, we have an app. It's going all right. It's only iOS. We get a couple of shipments from it a week, so people are using it. I used it and it works pretty good. So yeah, it's cool.
Restricted inventory guys.com.
Yeah, how is seeing Steve, man? That must have been fun.
I told this to him too. I'll say it here, but he's cooler than I thought he was.
That's funny. We still gotta get Steve on here, man. Damn.
You guys definitely got to. He's got a lot of good
Get him
stories.
on. Have you asked him?
Yeah. It just for whatever he said he was gonna send me the calendar and then just never did. But I'll like hit him up. I'm sure we'll make it happen. That'll be good.
People you guys met Dan. Dan's a good dude. He's smart.
1018. Oh, man.
I didn't know who Dan was. I was like, all right, guys, Dan, come up. Where's Dan at?
Yeah,
he's one of those guys. He'll just drop a seller app like once a quarter, post on the gram, and it's huge every time. Gets bigger every time too.
1.4 million this year already.
Jeez,
he told me he's gonna do like 8 or 9 this year. He's trying for 10, but yeah, crazy.
Do you know what his margins are?
I think 14 or 15.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, it's sick. Great, whatever it is.
Those dudes just spend godly amounts of money where they can just create their own margin.
Yeah.
Right. Essentially, you can go, once you have that sort of cash, you can essentially go to any single supplier and say, how many units do I need to buy in order to get my 15% margin? And then they say, 1,000 units. Oh, done. Game on.
Wholesale, not just OA.
Wholesale. Yeah, strictly. Well, he's a hybrid. He's like his 20-30% of his business is OA, but the big numbers come from wholesale.
Sure. Cool.
What percent is yours, Garrett? OA wholesale.
It's closer to 50-50, 40-60, somewhere in that. But yeah.
Do you plan to get all into wholesale eventually?
A lot more strictly focused on wholesale. Well, the attention's wholesale, but like I said, there's just some OA stuff that's just on autopilot that will always contain a subset of the business just because it's easy. It's low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Right. 12, 13, 14% margin. no sourcing needed, just buy it, send it into prep center, easy. Right. So that sort of thing will never, well, it just doesn't make sense.
Dan was the kind of guy like similar to Scott, like he's just so smart. You know,
Yeah.
like I don't think Dan got enough time on the panel like that was deserved.
It was tough having the panels because, you know, somebody goes up and asks, we might have time for 3 to 5 questions, but one question could be a 15-minute answer,
Yeah.
you know, so giving the speakers equal time is tough. It looks really good on paper, it looks really good on video, but actually giving them equal time, it was
hard.
tough to make that happen.
I think the panels need to be like an hour and a half.
Yeah. More valuable.
Yeah.
Whereas less time, like just focus on the cream of the crop.
Yeah.
So how did you, so you had what, like 4 core speakers and the rest was kind of just panel driven?
We had about 7 speakers, I think, maybe more.
Yeah. So it started, it was Scott, Trevin, Morgan. Then we jumped in, but then we had TJ and Lisa, his students, Amazon Lit,
Alexis,
and Vanessa.
Vanessa.
So we had like 7 speakers that had the floor for 10 to
Do you
15
count
minutes.
us?
Oh, then us too. I forgot. Yeah. 8, 9 or 8. And then panels.
Yeah, I mean, the issue is though, right? Like, especially when it's just one day, there's only so much time in the day. And even more so, there's only so much attentiveness someone can actually
Yeah,
have.
4 p.m. people zonked, yo. In my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're like sitting there trying to attentively focus. I mean, you only have so much energy, mental energy.
Yeah.
So Miles, it was
But
nice.
I mean, even still, like everyone's staying in a hotel, right? So even if you did like a half day the second day.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, we did
Everyone's
the
already-
Airbnb. Yeah, we did the Airbnb this
Just
year.
DoubleTree again.
We could.
The catering was, I did not realize how nice that was at that event. Having the catering, dynamic catering too. We ran out of food, they brought more, you know.
Yeah.
They were replenishable.
They were
Yeah.
replenishable products, yo. But they
Did you
definitely
check the keeper though beforehand?
You said what?
I
Keepa?
asked if you checked the keeper beforehand.
No, we didn't, yo. Hidden fees.
We didn't check Miles Keepa beforehand. We didn't realize the price tanks every year right before tax.
I
season.
went in 2021.
You should be there 2022 and 2023, 24.
Dude, like
People love you.
I gotta pay Uncle Sam, man. And I've been lacking on it.
You can just pay us instead.
Oh yeah.
Or we'll tell them you sent us the funds.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right. Well, I think that was a pretty good episode here today. You guys got any last words for the people?
Now, really, you guys need to stay on these two to come to Miami 2023. If you guys want to see them in person, every once in a while, just in the comments on the live, just say, "Hey,
Miami 2023 question
we
mark.
wanna
Yeah,
see
we
you.
might. You cats might need to come on the YouTube live later. Potentially.
Today?
we will."
Today,
Are you guys down today?
depending on what time, I need to go get food.
Yeah, I'd probably 8 o'clock, I would say. But either way, all right. Thank you guys for watching, listening, doing all that. Appreciate these boys for being here. We'll see you guys on Friday.